Hello, everybody. It is Saturday, January 17, 2026, and I'm here at Lincoln Boulevard and Venice Boulevard, and there is the St. Mark's Church, which is a food pantry, and this whole area is like United States Armed Forces, like Myrene food pantry and St. Mark's food pantry and Silver and Robertson. So if you want to go to a doctor or if you want to buy clothing, also Fairfax, you got to go to a place where it's like military, United States military, or United States military for food or clothing, because there's biological warfare going on and you got to be very careful. But believe it or not, there is World War III going on and they're trying to take over our country. I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. Right here, I'm at McDonald's and I want to show you this area. This is St. Mark's. This building right here, that's St. Mark's Church. You got to go around the corner to go to St. Mark's, and you have Domino's over there, and you have a whole bunch of stores. You got to rent a car. You got a car wash. You got a place for the eyeglasses, and you have the Lincoln Inn, which is probably pretty inexpensive in a good area because you're here with like U.S. Marines and United States Armed Forces people. And you got the Lincoln Inn, the Marina 7, the Avis, the Chevron, and if you keep going down that block, Lincoln Boulevard becomes Abbot Kinney, which is if you take Abbot Kinney all the way down, it takes you to the Google campus, and they call it Silicon Beach, like Silicon Alley in Silicon Valley, Silicon Beach, and like Silicon Alley is in New York. Silicon Valley is San Jose, San Francisco, and Silicon Beach is here. Sort of like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in Miami never happened. What happens in downtown LA, Skid Row, from Skid Row to the fucking helicopter, that's what she said, Mariana Rivera, my second wife, with Kobe Bryant. And what happens in Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills, beauty school dropout. Beauty school dropout, and what happens in Santa Monica Beach, Mr. Sandman, send me a teen. Everybody's into like this worship. This is what I'm talking to you about today, is worship, reincarnation, which is like what Donald Trump is doing at the White House, what Biden has been doing at the White House. And this whole worship thing is out of control because it's sort of like King Henry in England and Anne Boleyn, Anne Boleyn reincarnated with King Henry and she became King Henry. Now we're having the same thing with Donald Trump and my first wife, Karen Castorino, who goes by Karen Castro now, and she reincarnated with Britney Spears. And so like now she's trying to take over the presidency for Donald Trump because Donald Trump also butchered my children at the Memorial Day massacre in 2017, So, there's, and also this, I think Donald Trump also butchered my father, Jerry LAICON, So Donald Trump comes to me, he's like, I'm allowed to take your visualbasic.net, I'm allowed to take your You Love Me account, people, friends, and convert it into Facebook and Trump media because I'm your father. I'm like, no, you're not my father. You're somebody who killed my father. And you're somebody who killed my children, and you're somebody who goes around from Russia and you go around killing everybody and impersonating everybody and taking their identity. This is harboring terrorism and treason, which is punishable by death. On top of that, you're not even Donald Trump. You're possessed by Anna Marie Walker. You're possessed by Laura Pendergrass Holt from Alan Stanford. You're possessed by Anne Boleyn. You're possessed by Britney Spears. You're possessed by Kim from North Korea, and you're sending weapons to North Korea. You're a loose cannon. You're allowing another AUKUS. You're sending weapons through Britney Spears' wonderful $4.7 trillion. You say that Joe Biden is also guilty of giving foreign aid. But you know what? Joe Biden, he might have given like $6 billion. And if you exaggerate it, you might say it's $60 billion, but it's nothing compared to $4.7 trillion that Elon Musk is talking about. It's like comparing peanuts to watermelons. 4.7 trillion a year at the minimum versus what, 60 billion that he gave to foreign aid. Foreign aid has to stop. So what I'm saying here is that Donald Trump, his health is poor and he's a poltergeist, and he goes around killing and stealing, like the CEO meeting and the NATO meeting. You know, like, I understand that you're trying to like negate the negated. You know, you're trying to pull a Purple Heart, whatever. But you know what? You go around stealing and pillaging. You're starving me. Your son Eric Trump stole my restitution. You give victim of crimes like myself no notice that my nest egg is being stolen by your son Eric Trump, who's also stole my Snappy BT food stamps that I can't eat for 2 days. And you're trying to kill me with 100 different varieties of bubonic plague, syphilis, and herpes, and Cetum and germane. I have 100 of these things all over my body that you're trying to kill me with because you don't want to pay back the money that you stole to avoid prosecution. And all you care about now is stuff in your pockets because, you know what? Donald Trump is Todd Cooperman. Donald Trump is Justin Trudeau from Canada. Donald Trump is David Koresh from the Branch Davidians, Waco, Texas. There is no difference between Donald Trump and David Koresh from the Branch Davidians in Waco, Texas. And what he's doing to the White House is similar to what Kamala Harris was doing at the White House, where she tried to take over the Secret Service. Donald Trump is doing the same thing. He's trying to take over the White House in the United States for Russia or North Korea or wherever he's taking it over, because Donald Trump is a cult. And there is no difference between Donald Trump and Waco, Texas.